Alright, so it's another really early morning. I really enjoyed getting up on Spanish time back when I came home from Spain. But today's Brexit. Today's the big day. And we're gonna see how they vote. Alright, so I got a shower. Well, and I got a whole day has passed. I recorded a whole bunch of videos yesterday that I've now just deleted. And instead today I just want to talk directly to you. And I want to share some lessons that I learned from this whole Brexit situation, from just the collapse of the financial markets overnight. And although these lessons are kind of personal to me, I think some of them are going to ring true to you as well.
Wake up to a setting sun with my feet in the water.
All right, so Brexit occurred, Brexit happened, and I've got three lessons. This is not going to be very interesting, so a lot of you are going to want to turn this off. But three personal lessons from it, and I think some of them hopefully will apply to you, but maybe not. Number one, I have a trading strategy called end of week trading, and I started trading it last year. I traded it for 36 weeks successfully. Yesterday, the British pound climbed in anticipation of a Remain vote in Brexit, and by so doing, it was moving above its weekly pivot. And by moving above its weekly pivot, it was setting up an end of week trade that I invented and I traded for 30 plus weeks last year successfully. Now what I did was, I didn't take the trade. Have you ever stopped trading a trading strategy for whatever reason it is, and then you realize later that it's probably one of the best things that you were ever doing? Lesson number one, if something's working, why do we change it? Why do we do something different? Lesson number two, yesterday in anticipation of Brexit, I did a hard thing. I took a loss on the Euro New Zealand dollar. It wasn't going well. It wasn't moving in the right direction. And by holding it, I was only risking losing more money. The lesson is, if you're headed into economic news that's significant, and you've got positions that could be affected by that news that are not going well, it's time to exit those trades. And don't make any exceptions for it. And don't make any excuses about it. And don't worry about how long it takes to get that money back. You just close the trade. I took a loss and gave back all of June's profits. I lost all of my profits for the month of June by closing that Euro New Zealand dollar trade. Third, by jumping in the chat room, we have a worldwide family of traders that meet together. By jumping in the chat room while Brexit was happening, I watched as traders supported each other, helped each other, traded together, even though that's crazy, and made some significant gains, and in some cases made back a huge portion of recent, they made back a lot of money that they'd lost recently, and they did it together. If you're not a part of or a member of some kind of trading-related community, well, I'm here to welcome you. There's a link down here for me to mentor you. I'm here for you, and we have a worldwide family of happy traders, many of whom are trading successfully and consistently and profitably in all financial markets, and we'd love to have you with us. If you want to go it alone or use another community, that's fine too, of course.
So when I find what it is, as straight up as it seems, I'll let you know. Guess it is what it is. I feel all of your tears and then some more. So when I find what it is, as straight up as it seems, I'll let you know.
Also, just a quick update on the scorpion sting. I kept calling it a bite all day yesterday. I don't know why I was doing that. Bit by a scorpion. Wow.
That wouldn't hurt very much because they have like a little tiny mouth, like a. I rubbed some ice cream on it just like someone suggested, one of our viewers on YouTube. Okay, I bet that what you meant for me to do was eat ice cream, so I felt better in my heart.
I'll let you know.
And last of all, here's how I think things end up after Brexit. Head for your nearest Brexit. Here's what I think happens now. Lower interest rates for an extended period of time globally, but in particular in the United States. But not necessarily in Great Britain if the British pound continues to fall. Higher interest rates are the only way to stem the tide of a fall like that. Number two, a lower US dollar Japanese yen, which the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Japan are going to hate. Be very careful about intervention in the US dollar Japanese yen. If you trade currencies, watch for moments when the US dollar Japanese yen wildly moves upward and a ton of people who have been speculating get stopped out. Number three, lower equities and a lower United States stock market in particular for the coming time. The S&P 500 has been due for a correction for quite some time now, and this is the catalyst for that. There's no question this is the catalyst for that. Last of all, gold is most likely and I've said this before, gold is most likely at the beginning of a multi-year bullish run. I said this in the Donald Trump podcast and radio show episode, but I think gold hits 1,500 this year, 2,000 maybe this year, $2,000 by the middle of or end of 2017, and possibly even 3,000 by the end of 2017, especially if Trump is elected. I think the chances of that happening are greater than ever. Okay, I don't have anything more to tell you. I'll see you on Monday. No, I'll see you on Saturday.
I'll let you know.